Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright. I just came back from like a long 4-hour drive, so to say that I'm tired is a large understatement. But, you know, for my 4 viewers out there, I decided I should probably record because it's been a while. I guess let's get to it. This is Phoenix Wright, and we are on chapter 3, which is Turnabout Sisters Day 2 trial. So all the previous events. So this is following all the previous events. So the September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court number 1. So we're going straight into the trial.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
Eee, new character. Oh man, why do we do that?
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Miles Edgeworth.
I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain.
I'm gonna move this mic. I don't have to bend down.
The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to court record. Okay, so I'll probably have to look at it later.
Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Good question. I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Well then, that's not something that's been something I've been doing this whole time. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I would have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
Alrighty then. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call is from a customer at the Gateway Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I press. Not sure I did much, though. Right, please continue. There are 2,000 people there already. Press. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say... Wrong voice. Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our law this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killing got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant was my favorite one. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. You should pick my points with a little more care. And me, the arson much as I say. Why is that? What's your reason?
Why he had a witness's count? You're minute. Pressing on everything. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, right? Correct? Huh? Did I say something? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. This we know. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Yeah, but that could be anyone. You know. How you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about you, sir. Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful.
Very well.
The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do here. Let's do more pressing, I guess.
And did you find any evidence? No, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Ho-ho!
Then who did write it, Smarty Pants? The killer. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please. She was framed. Oh, that's her. That's his voice. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that, maybe I should press this one. I don't know why, but I'll do it anyways. Do you have proof it was me who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results, let's press this. What kind of test were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear that there'd be little bits in the blood, beer, goblins, goblin, bobbin. I I'm confused at this about this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear that you may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, you're on it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh. That was a mess. Right, what was that? That was both on the right side. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Oh, I guess I wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe? I can't say his name. You get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name. Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down the name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, yeah, point pal. Stop right there. I got this. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. I got this. Order. I think that's a well. That's right, what did he say?
Before she died, the victim wrote that's not possible because the death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately would not have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Honestly, I forgot. The day after the murder? It was the day after the murder? The prosecution's point being, that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective is a sham. I don't know. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. I can't speak today. Is it because I'm brain dead? That might be it. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, let me be right back. And I'm back. I just wanted to lower the volume a little bit before we go into my high-pitched voice, in case I break everyone's ears, and my mic, for that matter. So, continue on. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. How do I do your voice? I don't remember anymore. Okay. Whew. I can do this.
April May, at your service.
I recall it being a little more high-pitched than that last time, so gonna have to work a little harder. Order. An introduction should not require a reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from went on winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Maybe except for Edgeworth. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room.
I'm gonna just skip the teehees because they're not important.
I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Ugh.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her.
I could hear myself. Oh my god.
Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Where were you looking? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine a witness? Yes, I'm doing it, obviously. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. I don't know. Hold on. Do you want to say? And then 9 a.m. at night, I looked at the window. Okay, she probably wouldn't get the time wrong. Not that we have a time. Okay. I can think of something.
She dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. Damn it,
That girl, she caught up to her and hit her with what? How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
I'm getting lazy. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. The first thing you notice is the clothes. We went through this before.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that...
Well...
You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Miss Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Someone tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way that night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.